Hi everyone, welcome to our latest edition of the Twin Flame series. I'm glad you all found me. I know when you come here that you are intuitively guided, and this is exactly the type of reading we're doing. Of course we're using the meaning of the cards when needed, but basically they trigger, okay? They trigger, and so you'll notice sometimes I'm channeling a message, and sometimes well, everything is coming out as a story to me. It's always a story. That's why I love doing it, and I love movies. So, anyway, if you were intuitively guided here, welcome, everyone. And those who have been with me for a while, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so happy that, just that we can all support each other the way that we do. It's been a real family to me, so thank you. And welcome to all the new family members. Yeah, you can't have too many, right? You can't have too many. I'm not even Italian. Lately, I've been talking in Italian, and I don't know why. Okay, my loves, let's go ahead and get into this reading. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the Divine Masculine, but we're also going to look at the Divine Feminine, and we're going to see what's going on, what we need to know, ask some questions, and hopefully get some really good information and some soothing in our souls. Okay, there's different versions of us, you know what I mean? So we're at different places along this journey, but some of us, like myself, I will be going into union in August, so there is that light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to hang in there, okay? Hang in there. Or wait until I get into union and I'll let you know. Like, oh, is this everything I thought? Or, oh boy, it'll be good. All right, my loves, go ahead and just clear your mind. Feel free to ask for confirmation, whether that be through a name, a letter, a number, whatever it will be. And then trust. These are general, so the whole story may not be about you. But I have to say, we get so many messages that I feel are for the collective. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. So we're just going to kind of throw down cards. I may go through this whole deck. I am going to bring a couple oracles in, at least one. And I have to tell you, I have a deck that's called Past Lives. And I really have not dug into it yet. And I mean, I'm just no expert on anything, but I know a little bit about everything when it comes to spirituality, that type of thing. But I need to hone in a little bit more. There's a couple cards that are just sticking out. And I'm a Virgo, so my cards are always nice and neat. I mean, they just are. I feel like I respect the cards when I do that. Anyway, I'm going to pull those in. Alright, so we're going to open up with the Divine Masculine. And we're just going to let the reading, the cards, take us to where they're going to take us. And then we'll get in there, get deep, and ask some questions. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Lover's card of Gemini. Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You guys know it certainly does not have to be. I feel many times when queens and kings show up, it's more about the energy that, let's say in a twin flame relationship, the energy, the divine itself, suggest, right? Gently suggest. Queen of Wands is looking at this Lover's card, well, at the Lover's energy, perhaps at two people. And, I don't know if she's really seeing it or is she fantasizing about it. I'm saying that because there's a black hat in the picture, and even though the black hat's got nothing to do with fantasizing, it's making me think that. And I could be fantasizing about someone that perhaps I shouldn't be, or is looked down upon. Now, this person could be looked down upon for a few reasons here. Number one, it could be they're looked down upon because you yourself, or they themselves, this queen, is attached to someone else. So that type of activity. Or, and when I'm saying that, I do feel like there's someone out there, because I feel like and I feel like you're female, and I feel like your husband or your boyfriend has a feeling you fantasize about this other person. Almost like you made it known that this person that I'm fantasizing about is, is just the one who has my heart. What can I do? What can I do? It just is what it is. And, so, wow, so this husband or boyfriend, it's like, I guess they have to accept that, because I just feel like it's just known. And maybe you said, I promise you I won't think about them, this and that, but yeah, you are. I feel like this is also talking about lovers, okay, twins. And I have to be honest, I like the title lovers better than twins, because we're really, we do mirror each other, right? However, there's a lot of differences too. Anyway, I don't know. So I feel like I have a connection here to a twin. Not in the physical. Not really in dream state either. So this is like an actual spiritual connection. Well, we're all connected that way, but there has not been the physical connection yet. So I don't even feel like you met. Yeah, I don't think you met yet. This may be someone where your journey is just beginning. And maybe you just met them. I should say that. Maybe you just met them. And I don't know, I don't know why I feel like I'm reading for the Divine Feminine when it's really reading for the Divine Masculine right now. But, you can be female and be Divine Masculine also. Anyway, I am reading for the masculine. But it's the female or the feminine who maybe is just putting this connection together now. Let's take some more cards on that. I feel like I have to stay with it for a minute. And I have to be honest, I do feel like, there's a difference between these two, okay, these two people who, again, may not have met yet or may have just met. There's some type of difference. I do feel like it's in your skin color, but not major. Not major. If I put skin color on a, what am I trying to say? How they have like paint colors, there's different shades. Okay, anyway, and I'm saying that, but, it could also be that we are from two different regions, where I live in, let's say, Florida. I don't. I wish. I don't. So I'm in the sun all the time, so I naturally have tan skin, right? Where this other person may live in Switzerland, where, just gorgeous. I want to go to Switzerland so bad. Anyway, Switzerland, and I'm just picturing like very pale skin. So, okay, that's, for some, that's the difference. I have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Slow moving, but moving. I love the Knight of Pentacles because when the Knight of Pentacles to me shows up in a reading, it tells me that the journey, number one, it tells me a couple things, but number one, it tells me, especially here, that I can trust this journey. You know, of all the journeys that I've had, this is the most difficult to really trust on a human level, not on a soul level. And it's your soul is probably continuing to push you forward, where the human part of you is like, what? You know, like, so I can trust this, okay? And I feel like I need to hear this. Again, it's like a gentle reminder that you can trust this, okay? It's a trusted journey. It's a journey that has, you know, a payoff in the end. And when I say payoff, I mean, you know, it's almost like my soul talking to my human body. My soul saying, listen, human Sandy, there's a payoff at the end, okay? Knowing that the human mind, you dangle something in front, you know, I'll chase it. The soul, it just goes on the knowing, right? The feeling and the knowing. So that's what I kind of feel like right now. Okay, and also our guardian angel. I want to say happy Father's Day, by the way. Today is Father's Day. Worldwide? I don't know. Or is it just, you know, man-made holiday, but it's nice to have a shout-out every once in a while. And for those dads that aren't doing their job, you know, Father's Day reminds them of that. Hey, you're not doing this, it's your job. I have the Six of Wands. Okay, I don't know why we're reading on an angle, but we are. I have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Under the Lover's card. Beautiful. I have Judgment. I like it when Judgment shows up in a reading because I feel like, number one, it is the ultimate truth. It is of the utmost importance, right? And it's almost like I feel like the universe is saying it has already been decided. It's already been decided. Maybe you're someone who wants to pull away from this energy, which you have every right to do, by the way, and you don't hurt anything. You know, things happen when they're meant to happen. And if you need to pull away and retreat for a little while, do it. Take care of you first, okay? You first. You're not hurting anything by doing that, okay? I want a break. I need a break from this, right? Do it. And you'll naturally come back, right? You'll come back when it's time. And if you don't, then maybe you weren't meant to be on the journey. I don't know. Anyway, we have the Four of Pentacles. So first of all, I have the Knight of Pentacles sitting above Judgment. Judgment is rebirth, right? It is bringing something back. Speaking of, I have Egypt. I do have the book, Egypt. So this may be coming back from the time period of Egypt. I have been read before and been told, you know, that I lived in Egypt. I don't know. I don't really feel that part of me. I wish I did, and maybe I will eventually. Okay, anyway. Oh. Angels. And it's the last one I'm taking. Male, female. Wow. Sorry guys, in the middle of the reading, we go to a past life. So Egypt, angels, male, female. Male, female. I mean, I don't know what the book says about it, but I feel like this is just talking about the twins here. I have to tell you, and I feel like it's talking about the twins, but also the twins within ourselves, right? The masculine and feminine within ourselves. I like that the angels are involved here. And I do feel like this is a remindance, this is a remembrance of a time period. Now, I see the male looking back, I see the female looking forward. So it may be the male counterpart here who is getting a glimpse into a past life of the two of you. And I have to say, as I'm saying that, I feel like the female in this picture, and by the way, if you're in a same-sex couple, just replace the male-female that I'm talking about, okay? Just easier for me to read it by what I'm seeing. Anyway, I feel like the female here, you know, I don't feel like she sees this part. However, I do feel like she's benefiting in some way from the knowledge that he is gaining. Very interesting. And again, it is with the angels in between it. So it is definitely divinely directed. And can I just say, I also feel like this is just, you know, Egypt, okay? Maybe that was your first time here on Earth, but I don't feel like it was the first and only time you two were together. No, quite the opposite. And I feel like, okay, why? Like, what did we come for? Because you came with purpose as a twin, right? Well, I mean, we're all here for a purpose, so to speak. And it's merely soul growth and experience. When we think of soul growth, we think we have to sacrifice. No, the soul wants experience too. Even if you make a mistake, well, you know, it's not always, we look at it as like, oh, that's bad. We look at it as failure. But we're not judged like that. It's ourselves who judge ourselves. And I don't know why I just said all that, but again, I feel like this is you, you know, the two of you wanted to come and experience a part of your lives together. I feel like this masculine was shocked. So I don't feel like, I kind of don't feel like this person was seeking out like, oh, what was my past life? And I really don't. I feel like, you know, I don't know. I do feel like he was awake and almost saw like this film in his mind of a time in Egypt. And what it did, or what it's doing, if it's happening right now, it's giving him an understanding of a connection, okay? You know, it's not really telling me where he's at, anything like that, but what it is telling me, that it's almost like, you know, it is in our control, but here we have actual angels directing us, right? Directing us. I knew these cards were meant to be pulled, and just intuitively, what I'm gathering from them, which I'm sure has nothing to do with the actual meanings. And you know, when you learn to do readings, well, I guess it depends. Some people say, no, you've got to stick to the meanings. You do whatever you feel comfortable doing. Anyway, I'm glad I pulled them. So, you know, I won't be surprised to see Temperance come out in your reading somewhere, just reminding us it's divinely guided. Well, that's exactly what the Knight of Pentacles is doing. Coming out, reminding, coming from the Lovers, right? Still moving forward. different people, different timelines, right? But it's still moving forward. And I mean, again, with rebirth or judgment attached to that. You know, what is judgment asking? Judgment is asking you to go into the world energy. The world card would follow judgment, right? And the world card to me is about going into a spiritual chapter. It's really around combining all parts of me into one and allowing myself to freely live from that, okay? Freely live from it. You know, and I'm trying to think, there's somebody, Eckhart Tolle. I mean, he's such a great guy, but he truly lives from that space all the time. And he may fall out of it, but he can put himself back into it. It's almost like, I don't know if you've ever followed Abraham Hicks, I think. It's what she would call the vortex. And that's what it's talking about. Okay, well, we're going to keep these out. I might even put a couple cards on them. I almost don't want to read the description, but we'll see. You know, again, I have to go back about someone fantasizing. No, not about the fantasizing. This was about the connection. It's just weird because as I'm saying this, I feel like there's something behind someone's back. There's like something behind me that, you know, I want to say is valuable, but maybe in the sense of hold some type of an emotional blessing for me. It's behind me. And I'm unaware of it. Excuse me for going so slow, but this is when I'm picking up information. There's something behind you of an emotional nature that once you have this realization of it, it then allows you to naturally transform. So, I'm sorry, I'm going slow, but I feel like there's also other people involved here. I don't know. I'm going to stop and I'm going to take a card in that because I'm like coming up with a block right there. There's people. I can't figure out what it is that's behind you. It's probably so simple. You know, the Knight of Pentacles. Alright, just what am I missing here? What am I missing? What's behind them? But tell me what I can know, at least. Well, tell me what's behind them, and I'm thinking, well, maybe we're not meant to know yet. Look at that. We have the sun. The sun is behind you. You know, I said I was going to read for the Divine Masculine in the beginning, but I have to tell you, the reading is just becoming about both right off the bat. And I'm not going to stop it. I'm going with it. And I'm doing that because just like how I pulled these past life cards, I'm just allowing my intuition to guide me here. And, you know, we're going to go with it, okay? I just hope you trust me. So anyway, what's behind you? What's behind you? The sun is behind you. The sun is behind you, and judgment is in front of you. Both talk about rebirths. I can't help but think that this is an actual person. And I can't help but think that this is a person that, again, it could be past life, but I feel right now it could also be a person who I knew in my childhood years. Childhood to me is like, excuse me, 21 and down. Not 21. No, 21. Anyway, getting that connection. You know, and I feel like if there's twins watching right now and you're in they're together. I feel like there may be news of a baby coming. You know, the only thing, well, I'm sorry, I just took a pause there, but you know, I was thinking, like, I don't know if I've ever talked to anyone who's a twin who has children together. What are their children like? Right? When two twins actually come together and then reproduce, what are their offsprings like? Interesting. I may have to look that up. Anyway, because I feel like that's a real possibility for someone here. Okay. We're going to have the Two of Cups. Okay, so, wow. This is talking about, it must be talking about energy that is yet to reach you, guaranteed to reach you, right? All the Two of Cups and the Sun together. For some of you, could certainly represent Leo. And, you know, I'm just going to put it out there. I won't be surprised if somebody tells me that their twin either showed up at their work or their home, but I think more like a work, because I feel like other people will see this, and I feel like there's like a bouquet of sunflowers. And I know I'm being pretty specific here, but I feel like I need to be. Maybe you're dating this person or just started to see this person, and you get those sunflowers, and then you'll know. Then you'll know. Okay, so here's the energy. For those who are not in union, it's right behind your back, right? And I feel like it's at her back because maybe we're just not meant, you know, who's not in union. It feels like it's just not meant to come yet. However, the energy that it's telling us that is energy of things turning pretty quickly now. And our willingness to go along for that ride. I'm going to look at the lovers a little deeper. Come on. Look at that. We have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is love coming in quick. This is love coming in quick. Bottom line. This is passion coming in quick. You know, it's coming for you. And it's coming out on the lovers, guys. The lovers. Ace of Cups is unconditional love. That's what it represents. Unconditional love for oneself. But also here, for my twin. And that's why when you have fought a lot with your twin, you'll still be pulled back, and that tells you that you can work that out. I did. I've been through it. The ringer. And we worked it out. God knows how, but we did. Anyway, why? Because we allowed the love to lead. That's what it was. We allowed the love to lead this time instead of the ego. That's the difference. Don't mean we didn't slip off. Anyway, wow. Okay. So we have movement. Quick. You know, I always wonder about the people who, like, turn the video off after 20 minutes. You know, in 20 minutes, I'm just getting into it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into the meat and potatoes of it. So, they really miss a lot of the reading. Okay. I want to add the Knight of Pentacles in here, too. Because I feel like he's the one who's kind of directing the show. You know, it feels like the guardian angel here on Earth. But everyone's involved with Judgment here. Everyone's involved. Everyone who loves you is involved. And that's a great thing, right? And this is probably the angels we're talking about. You know, divine is involved here. And no wonder it's like time for rebirth, right? The sun comes out. Also about rebirth. Here comes that energy. Right behind this queen. Eight of Wands is also about things being somewhat chaotic because of the way they come in. So release your expectations, I want to say. And just allow things to come in the way they want to come in. And then, you know, just use your logical mind. But let love lead. Let love lead. Oh, I might make that your title. Let love lead. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Add this in. So, when does it happen for some? Soon. And, you know, the Eight of Wands, number 8, August. Could be August. Could be August for others. Could be August. I have the Five of Swords, and I have the Devil. This is us adding in the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Devil is a card of Capricorn. Five of Swords. You know, Five of Swords it's just arguing. It's hurtful words, hurtful things said to the other. You know, who do we hurt the most? The ones we love. Why? Because we know their deepest, darkest secrets. That, you know, you tell when you start to fall in love. You tell things that you only tell a lover, right? And you know, when you get into the nasty fights of the Five of Swords, what comes out? What do we do as humans? We use it, right? We use it. It almost becomes our weapon. And here's this Knight of Pentacles sitting here. Almost like, you know, when you work through that, when you understand that, when we understand the nature of our words. And boy, this message is probably for me, because let me tell you something. When I'm angry, whew, I curse. I mean, and I know I got to fix that. So anyway, and I feel like, as I was talking about, like, this has been, and I feel like for a lot of you, though, it's already been rectified within your mind, because I feel like this is where the pause was. But again, with the Eight of Wands, that now being released. So energy moving very quickly. We're also moving into eclipse season. And I don't know if this is true. I don't know. But I feel like with the eclipses, it's brought each time a lot of twins together. Moved them, right? Moved into the next chapter. As Judgment says, time to move into the next layer, the next level. Okay. I'm going to take one more on that, though. For some of you, it's your Capricorn. Or you are Capricorn. I have the Chariot. So we have movement again. And this is divine movement. This is actually you and divine working together. This is the balance of the masculine and the feminine within oneself. But, you know, in a twin flame relationship, it's also the balance there, too. Sometimes it's the acceptance of what we cannot change and stop trying to change it. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But it's the awareness, which then, you know, once I have that awareness, then I work through it. Then I move. And here it is. Card of Cancer also. So, you know, Divine has their hand all through this reading. And I like that. Okay, what else we have? We have the Three Swords. And we have the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. You know, with the High Priestess here, you almost don't have a choice but to look at the Three Swords. You know, it's almost like she's saying, there's no movement forward until I have looked at, because I feel like I need to look at, there's things I need to look at within my own pain. My own pain. That's what it is. I need to look at my own pain and what reactions I have from that. Okay, well, so more inner work. This is talking to me too. I know that. But, you know, it's important. And don't we want to get better? We do. I mean, all it'll do is make us happier people. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like, don't fret over doing some work because it's just going to make you a happier person. And I'm saying, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, and we do cause ourselves a lot of pain, unnecessary pain, actually. And we just don't have to, you know, and that is strictly a human trait. Strictly a human trait. It has nothing to do with your soul. Your soul doesn't even want to connect to it. No, not me. I don't hang on to it. Okay, I don't want to go down with the energy here. Okay, what I want to do, I'm going to keep these out, but I want to put a couple cards on these past life cards. I feel like it's time. And I have no doubt that many of us have had past lives with our lovers, because it is in my readings all the time. I don't know why I've never used these cards. Let's look. And actually, what I want to do, we use a different deck because they're a different deck. So we're going to match that. We're going to use the Cosmic Tarot. All these are pre-shuffled. Ready to enter a reading at any time. bring these forward. You know, this reading's not turning out like I thought it was going to, but that's okay. How interesting. Let's go a little deeper with this energy here. I'm not asking anything on one particular card because I get the story. I know exactly what's being said here. I have the Queen of Swords. So what I'm going to do is allow the clarifiers to take us maybe a level deeper. Oh, wow. I have the Three of Wands. I have the Four of Wands. Nice, nice, nice. And I have the King of Wands. Wow. First of all, we have 3 wand cards out of 4. And the other being the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have the Lovers here. Good Gemini represented again. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've had Leo a couple times. What I like is it's showing me a king and a queen. It's showing me the connection through the Four of Wands, which for myself as a reader, it is, when I see it, it reminds me of what I imagine in my mind to be the best relationship, the deepest connection, and I mean a deep connection, the ability to go deep with each other. And again, I have movement around it again, but I have the Queen and the King. It's showing me this connection. You know, no wonder it can't be broken. For me, with the Four of Wands energy, it can't be broken. Three of Wands, it's like the adjective here of what's going on with it. And Three of Wands is about movement forward, right? And it's feeling good with that movement. It's the ability to really trust the journey and move through it with a sense of excitement, but definitely with a positive energy. Wow. Okay, I'm going to see if I can go a little bit deeper. Maybe even what happened. Like what happened. What happened, I don't know, in one of the past lives, but perhaps the one in Egypt. I have the Four of Cups, which has been wanting to come out. I kept seeing it peek out. And I have the Three of Cups, the Four and the Three of Cups, which is the Seven of Cups. I feel like there was a time, in a time period, I just had a bluebird land on the plant right in front of my window. Anyway, I feel like there was a time period when you know, and I know there was, where a man had more than one wife. I feel like for someone out there, you were part of that. And here's that 3. So I'm definitely seeing that. Okay. You were, you know, you shared your husband. He could have been an actual king. But nonetheless, you shared him. But, you know, I'm not feeling like, oh my God, kind of, it just what the day called for. Eight of Swords and the Hangman. Wow. You know, I'm getting this whole story in my mind. I'm like seeing you in, I don't know if it's a castle or what, but like imprisoned. And I feel falsely imprisoned, and I do feel like it's by my husband. It may be a king. you know, or, you know, people looked at this person in that way. I definitely feel the other wife, if not more. And I feel like it's something as the female, I just had to accept at the time. I had to accept. I didn't want to accept it. And maybe that's why I was put into jail, into, you know, the dungeon, so to speak, because I couldn't accept it. Yeah. So there was a part of me that just couldn't accept it. You know, I wanted to stand out. I wanted, I'm my own woman. I was my own woman. And even back then, I knew my worth, right? I knew my worth. And here, and by the way, yes, they're twins, but, you know, they must have asked for this experience. Or, let's keep going with the story. I'm hearing, just keep going. Because I do feel like this king, and I'm just going to call him a king, I do feel like, even if he only had three, I'm saying only, if he had three wives, you know, you better believe there were many more, on the side. So, you know, that's the kind of person we're dealing with here. I need to figure out, I need to separate them in my mind, this king. Is this king the twin? Or is this a karmic? Because I feel like there's more to the story here. Prince of Sword. And this is what I felt like. I felt like, because I'm thinking, man, this king just seems like a real prick. Excuse my language, but I don't know what else to call him. He just seems like a real prick. And here is this female in a time when, you know, women just really had no rights. Just knowing her own worth. And because of that, for whatever she did, I know one of his is, you know, didn't want to accept the way this king was. And I don't feel like it's because I love this king, though, right? I just feel like it's just, you know, it's not who I am as a woman. And here's this Prince of Swords, and I just had a feeling that your twin was not this king, that your twin was about to come in some way to change the story. And here he is, Prince of Swords. Now, could this be a son? It could be, because we have the queen and the prince. But I don't really feel like that. I almost feel like the names that we're putting on them are their actual positions, like a prince, like a king. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this prince. Look at that. I have the sun card. So here's the sun again, right? And earlier, the sun was at your back. The sun was at your back. Again, can be Leo, for sure. But this is definitely tied, you know. So this bright light, we're calling the sun, is connected on you for each life so far. So we've done current life, there it is. Now we're way back, and there it is. So that same connection. Tell me this is not coming back around again. This is coming back around. Okay, tell me, I kind of want to know what the prince did. I kind of want to know what the two of them did, because clearly, well, I hope they got freed. I have the strength card. Wow, I wonder if he just you know, I kind of feel like strength card is talking about this person coming in and just, overtaking. Not the kingdom, overtaking the people. The guards. The guards. Well, I mean, Leo again, but I can't help, I just saw King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And I would be surprised if, you know, an earth sign didn't come in because, listen, I'm a twin flame too, so I do this reading for all of us. So if my guy didn't show up, that'd be kind of weird. Okay, well, Prince of Cups. It's an offer of love. An offer of love. Prince of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, I think we're just adding people here. Because, I mean, now we have the Prince of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini has been represented. I hate to just pick out certain signs, but then we have the Sun, which is Leo. We have the Strength. I just realized that the Sun and the Strength card are side by side here. Both represent Leo. Hello. Do I think my Sun's in this reading? I do. And I think he's guiding me also, you know. Coming right above that Four of Wands, coming right above that connection, that beautiful connection that I don't know how I can explain to you. And by the way, I have yet, you know, I mean, I'm in love, but this connection I'm talking about, I know can only happen. You know, I don't know. I feel blessed because we've got to know each other without physically being together, right? I mean, years and years ago, but it was a blessing. It felt like a curse, but it was truly a blessing because, you know, we talked about everything and talked and talked and talked. And I feel like I'm telling you this because if that's how it comes in for you, you know, accept it and see there may be a reason. You know, maybe you're feeling insecure, they feel insecure, and it's kind of like a little blankie, you know, like a baby's blankie. What do you call that? They drag around with them. I hate how my mind just goes blank when I do a reading. Anyway, let's get back to the reading. So, Strength everywhere. I mean, Leo everywhere. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Prince of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Oh, and then the Queen of Swords over here. Okay. You know, it's almost like an army came for you. And maybe this is exactly what happened. Because it's all like-minded people, guys, coming. With one purpose, and that is to overtake. What are they overtaking? Well, they have to be overtaking this king or this kingdom, and it's freeing you. Okay, so that is their purpose, is to free you. And here you are free. Here you are free. And here you are connected again, right? And then the Sun, where it was back here, the same connection, lifetime after lifetime. Okay, I'm really getting it. Do we even want to know what happens to the king at this point in our story? I don't think it was good. And nothing may have happened to him, but, you know, took one of his wives. But here's the bottom line. You became free. You became free. And it is like your twin and their army. It might even be your twin and his brothers. You may have 3 brothers. It's showing me he didn't do it alone. And he may have 3 brothers. Almost like I'm seeing the show Bonanza. So, wow. Interesting if your twin would have 3 brothers. 2 brothers, I'm sorry, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them. Could be 3 brothers. And by the way, this king over here could be the older brother. He could be the older brother of your twin. Almost like stealing you off this twin. But, you know, I don't know for how long. You were married, so you had to be with this king for a little while. Okay, wow. Or that's just too much, guys. Plus, I need to get focused. I kind of feel like I have to stay with this, because I feel like it's just going to bring us right where we need to be. So I wanted to look more at just the male-female. You know, not just the male-female, but more energy towards it. And I have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I have the Chariot again. So card of Cancer again, but the Chariot twice. So I hope that you see the connections, right? Because the spread over here, we're having the same energy, the same connection from lifetime after lifetime. And then the same energy to then move us to the next time period, era, lifetime together, clearly. And the masculine and the feminine, the balance of it. Maybe I need to learn that the twin story is not meant to be easy, right? Because maybe we are the type of souls where easy would be boring. We like the challenges of it as a soul, two souls together who have an agreement. We know that we can get through it, right? Love before ego. Anyway, here is the movement. And did the Queen of Wands not open up this reading? I believe she did. If I look back. No. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands again. What stands out with the Queen of Wands to me is she is someone who, some would call her psychic, intuitive. She knows. She has a knowing, and that's what drives her. It is her knowing. Here you are again. I'm so glad I pulled these cards, these past life cards. I will be doing a reading on them now. But here is that connection, moving us forward. Balanced energy, right? Yin and yang, balanced. It may be the acceptance that balances us. But I believe. Okay. Let's see where the Chariot's taken us, if we can. Maybe that's all we're supposed to know today. Look at that. Then the Six of Pentacles pops out. It's a beautiful balance. That is the balance of give and take. It's conquering the balance of give and take. You know, like different lessons in life, there's different levels of balance. And this is the accomplishment of give and take. Which means I allow myself to receive love. I allow myself to, you know, many times it's not like I have to learn how to give. No. You have to allow to receive, but truly receive. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you received love with no walls up? You can't have a wall up with this twin. And they can't have a wall. I mean, you can. But, you know, give yourself time to the two of you to knock it down. Then you have to be able to knock it down. And that takes some of us, maybe we think about it, we get that epiphany, like, wow. And we're able just to knock it down. And others, it may take years. It depends. It doesn't have to, right? This is allowing yourself to freely, because don't forget, it is the Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. It's not just a word. Unconditional love. That's what we're trying to master. And if it was easy, well, what kind of challenge would that be? We're trying to master unconditional love. And that's allowing ourselves to receive as well as give. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it right there. I may do another one in a week. I feel like I need to. I feel like there will be a continuation of this reading. I just feel like today, that's where it's meant to be. But I promise you, I will. Who knows? Maybe in a couple days. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe later today. It depends because it's really on me. But I also feel like I meant to leave it right there. So I'm going to. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being there for me. Yeah, I just love you. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.